Hey YouTube, coming at you with the Great League team. And this one was putting 3 of the strongest Pokemon together that I can think of that can beat the main meta that is Whiscash, Skarmory, Annihilate, Lanturn to a certain extent. So it was Annihilate, CHARJABUG, Feraligatr. So I started with Annihilate. I think just like how they nerf Psychic and this Pokemon just absolutely skyrockets. They nerf Psychic on Medi and this Pokemon absolutely skyrockets to the top has been interesting to see. But just a very, very, very unique fighting ghost typing really makes it strong in this meta. Plus like kind of sneaky bulk. Chargebug, again. Why I like Chargebug is because like you're going to kill Skarmory, you're going to beat Lanturn, and against Whiscash you actually are not terrible. And what the problem for Annihilate and Chargebug is actually Gligar. So that's why I put in Feraligatr. I needed a water answer for that, and Feraligatr is very, very spammy and can kind of deal with everything else that I mentioned as well. So that's why I put it in. Team did very, very well. So this one is kind of an interesting one because the counters really add up, but they are doing super effective with Shadow Claw. But Feraligatr is so glassy that I could probably just go straight Night Slash. And you win CMP against Feraligatr. I've played this matchup a couple times. So I know I'll win CMP on the Night Slash. So I can just shield here and get this Night Slash off. And this will probably take out. So I'm going to probably look at a second shield here. Because Feraligatr is just very glassy. So they're just going to farm down, which is fine. I will absorb this damage on Feraligatr myself. Hydro, Shadow on Shadow, still hurts, right? Still does like almost 50% with the claw there. So now I got a shield advantage, a little bit of energy. Out comes a dragon, and then out comes a Gligar. So very happy that I was able to do that. I figured a Hydro may be enough, and then I'm like, oh, no, it is not. Ice Beam obviously would have one-shotted, but that was okay because what this allows me to do is just come in here and get to 2 X Scissors because they still have a full Dragonair and Electric is resisted. So having 2 X Scissors coming out is actually what I need. So I will take that non-takeout, come out with 2 X Scissors, and just go back to back here for the win. There's 1 and there's 2. Annihilate into Lanturn, right? This is not a terrible spot to see this. This matchup is fine. You'll live a surf with ease, which is what this is. So basically, I'm going to go to like, I know they threw right at 1, like right when they got to surf. So I'm going to farm up a bit, throw the Shadow Ball, and then make a decision. It is very tanky, so even if they let this go, they'll probably live, which now means can they get to another move? They can't, which is huge. What's coming in? Scaldirge, I will take that. I'm like, can I get to the Shadow Ball? I can. Perfect. Night Slash would have been a fine second option, but glad I can get to the Shadow Ball. Grab 1 shield. Out comes the Feraligatr, which would be a nice answer. Probably have to shield anything. Even the Disarming Voice is going to do well over 50% to a Feraligatr, so it is the Shadow Ball. That's nice. What's in the back? Okay, this is looking like a pretty, I was going to say, not hard counter. It's a hard counter in the back because I won the lead, right? Annihilate versus Lanturn is evenish. But then I get a nice alignment here. Get the discharge off. I wanted a little bit of energy because I want to be able to go Volt Switch discharge on the Skeledirge here. So that is exactly what happens. Get a Volt Switch, get a discharge, miss a bubble, just the 1 like I seem to always do. And now, because I landed that, because they're so scared about the Hydro, I am able just to put this in Shadow Claw range and farm down. So they do bait, but Incinerate's such a long move, not going to get to anything, and I'll just claw down. This is also sort of evenish because the counters are adding up as the half steal. Shadow Ball does a great amount of chip here, and if they let this go, I can just shield and farm, which I think is what happens here. Yeah. So they let it go, get it to the red, easy shield and farm down. The question is, do they just go down with it, or do they just try and come in something quick? They try and come in something quick. Dragons are tough for the back, right? Because you have an electric and then you have a water. So kind of tough. I do get the Night Slash boost, which makes this a little easier because now it's just claw down. Range. I'll have to shield 1 and they probably have 2 moves, so it's still going to hurt, but at least I can take this out with the claws. But I'll be pretty low. But I'll have a Hydro coming out of it, so whatever comes in, I could just hit them with the Hydro. But Skarmory comes in, so I'm like, okay, nope, let's save that Hydro. Maybe good later. Double Flyer. Maybe I should go back to that strategy. I put out a Double Flyer team before. And the Double Flyer strategy works very, very, very well in this meta, especially if one of those flyers is Pelipper or Mantine. Because you can basically have like answers for Whiscash and then answers to get a couple answers for Annihilate and stuff like that. So maybe I should go back to that Double Flyer strategy. What's today? Wednesday. I'm filming Wednesday, going up Thursday. So I'm going to have... I already lost a lot again. I'm so pissed. I was like, between yesterday's team and this team, I actually made some back. And then I just tried a double electric with Lanturn and Togedemaru. I tried... what else did I try? I tried Gallade. And I went like 3-12. And I dropped 140 ELO. And now I'm back down to like 2340. And I don't know. I'm just struggling. I'm just really struggling this season. And I saw all your comments on the videos that I said, like, I'm not going to make Legend this season. And people are like, it seems to be across the board. A lot of you have been like, yeah, I've hit Legend 5 seasons in a row and I'm struggling. Normally I'm at like 2750 and I'm at like 2200. So it clearly is not just me struggling here. So kind of makes me feel a bit better, but like it is really frustrating. I cannot just get a consistency going here, which is very, very rare for me. But we have 2 weeks of Great League Remix coming up. I mean, unfortunately, Annihilate is not banned, but Skarmory's banned, Whiscash is banned. So there's a few banned that was the general meta. So we'll see. We'll see what we can get out of it here next couple weeks. So managed to chip. Now the question is, can I get to 2 discharges before they take me out? And I think I can. They will lower my attack, which is fine. This discharge lands. And now it's just full farm down range. And I get the farm down for the win. Again, we've seen this. I think this was actually the first match I played. And knowing that I won CMP because I played this match already makes it pretty easy to know that you can just go straight Night Slash and take it in the... I guess both Feraligatrs I played double shielded the Night Slashes because these counters really add up, right? Like... that straight counter takes us down to yellow. So I think that Night Slash probably would take out from this range just because how glassy this thing is. So they do the exact same thing. They just know they're going to lose CMP, farm down. I get my Feraligatr. So they come in with Cresselia. I instant throw the Hydro. I do have X-Scissor for CHARJABUG, so I'm definitely going to go in there pretty quick after. I know X-Scissor will one-shot from this range. But I'll probably want a little bit of energy coming out. So maybe, no, just going to get this out of here because I don't want to take a second Moonblast. That makes sense. Because Feraligatr is low. It has a Hydro. But if a Volt Switch goes through, it's going to take it out. But it is Bastiodon, so that's kind of rough. I will get some chip with Volt Switch Discharge, but they're going to come out loaded. Feraligatr has a Hydro. But if I can get one more off here, and I can't, I should have just done some chip. I'm going to have to shield. I know Hydro will be resisted. So now the question is, can one Hydro take out from this range? Bastiodon's pretty damn tanky, so I don't think so. So now I just got to commit to the Claw Down. They do not get a move off, which is huge. And I have a Hydro, so we'll take it out here. Hypno. I have not used Hypno yet. I've seen it a couple times now. And each time I'm like, this thing's kind of annoying with Brick Break. Where does it rank on PB Poke And where does it rank in its main meta matchups? Because there's been a few times now I'm just like, I've faced it a couple times. I'm like, these Dragon Tails really chunk. 34 with Brick Break. I'm like, these Dragon Tails are really chunky. You just got to cover your fairy weakness. 21 and 20 with some hard losses. Like anything that's fairy is going to kill you. Flyer. Yeah, Skarmory is going to be a loss. So you do technically lose to an... Oh, well, you lose to an with Ice Punch. So if people are running Night Slash, you could probably beat it. Yeah, so you do actually have a lot of losses here. But you beat Lanturn, you beat Whiscash, you beat Charjabug. You do beat Annihilate with Night Slash. You beat Lickitung. You beat with... Yeah. It's interesting. You lose to Gligar. Any Flyer, which makes sense because you're fighting. And then Annihilate with Ice Punch. That can just take you out with the Ice Punch. And then obviously Fairies and stuff. Hypno, interesting. I may try it. I may try it out. Because Dragons are generally strong in this meta right now. And one with Brick Break. I think it's worth testing. Annihilate here against Dragonite. So kind of rough. Because these Dragon Breaths do add up pretty quickly. I go to the Ice Punch to at least fake it that I have the Ice Punch. Because Ice Punch will 100% one-shot. So I may get a shield back as I have to shield here. And then if I do get a shield back, I can maybe get to Night Sash before to grab a second shield. But if they want to, they can just shield and farm. Which is exactly what they're going to do. So now I got to come Charjabug because Feraligatr cannot handle anything. At least I force them just to throw Dragon Claws, but they're going to have at least 2 Dragon Claws here, so I'm probably going to have to shield one anyways. That does a lot of damage. 4-turn fast move. Unfortunately, not enough. Not great versus a 1-turn fast move. So they get the Dragon Claw off. Out comes a Lanturn, so I'm glad I'm seeing it here. Unfortunately, because I'm so low, one Surf will take me out, and I will not get this low enough. I'm going to have to take some moves on Feraligatr. If I remember, they catch to win this matchup. They basically get up to a Thunderbolt, and right before I take it out, they get out of here and catch on the back Pokemon here. Yeah, so they catch on Skarmory. So nice catch. So the problem is, like, I need to go to 10, but I can't because Skarmory gets to the Sky Attack in, like, what, 8? So I got to go 5, 6, 7. I could have done one more, but it doesn't matter because I have the move. So I needed to get to 2 back-to-backs here. So I couldn't do anything about this, and then they have a move here. So nice sort of heads-up play there. Dugong, so good lead here. They'll probably get out into something. They get out into Trevenant. So this is way too slow. Like, I should be coming for Alligator probably instantly, especially with the claws. And they let this go, so I will come in and get the claws down here. Shield the Seed Bomb and just claw down. And then I'm going to start launching the Hydro Cannons on the Dugong. That's going to come back in here. So resisted, but their fast move is resisted. They can only throw drill runs, so between the claws and hydros, I bet you I can chip this to at least the yellow with how much energy I have. And then we'll just have to see what's in the back. And hope it's not a Gligar, because then I'm going to have a lot of problems here. So get the second hydro off. Again, chip it to the yellow. Do I shield? I may shield and try it, because I'm worried about something like a Gligar in the back, yeah. So I'd be interested to see if I just try and take this out or just like try and snipe. Yeah, try and snipe, but I did not catch a drill run. But I wanted to save the hydros on the thing, and it is a Hypno. So interesting. So I'm going to come Charjabug. They have 2 shield advantage. We both have 4-turn fast moves. If I can get double X Scissor off to grab shields, I can probably hydro and claw down. So there's 1. If I get this off, that's big. And then I remember going one more claw, and I'm like, why did I go one more claw? And why didn't they throw it? I'm like, did we both just like mess this up? But I claw and hydro will take this out, and claw down there, even though I have a hydro against. Just throw the freaking hydro. I'm gonna come in some Feraligatr. They have a superior, so let's see if I just go straight ice beam. I do. I may try to, because I'm gonna lose this mid game. I don't know if it's worth trying to get one more ice beam off. I do not, and I don't even get a hydro. I should have thrown the hydro there, so that's dumb. Because then I could have just countered down and come out with a shadow ball. Yeah, I should have thrown the hydro there, resisted. Now I gotta shield up aerial aces, and they're gonna get a lot of energy, and then I've got, yeah, that was kind of dumb. If I got this hydro, it'd be an easy counter down, come out with a shadow ball, force a shield. And they catch on the Talonflame with a Night Slash. So good heads up. See if I got the boost. I do not. Hope that I can just like Night Slash this enough and force them to throw shield, like throw energy. But that's not going to happen. Now they just got a bunch of energy. Maybe they'll go. Maybe between that one and this one landing, I'll take them out. But now I'm down shields. So this is a pretty rough situation to be in here. It is a Jellicent, so that's cool. A lot of people in the comments said try Jellicent. And I get it in theory. You resist the Steel Wing on Skarmory. Whiscash can only throw Mud Bombs. You're going to do Hex and Shadow Ball versus Counter and Shadow Ball from Annihilate. Managed to take it out. And I managed to get to a move here, so that's nice to win. So, I don't know. Jellicent's just so glassy in the Great League. And there's still lanterns and stuff everywhere. Maybe I'll try it out. Hypno and Jellicent combo here. Hypno and Jellicent. It's kind of interesting, actually. The toughest part would be like a Wigglytuff, because a Wiggly would resist the Hex and would just charm down the Dragon Fighter. So you would really need an answer for a Wiggly in the back. So you'd have to do something like Hypno, Jellicent, and some sort of Steel. Can't do Skarmory, because then that would make you double weak to Lanturn, so you'd have to do just some other Steel. I don't know. We'll see. Go through my list again and try and put something together. I don't know when this is going up. This is either going up in the morning or afternoon. I wanted to do like back-to-back Great League teams because Great Leagues are just getting more views. But again, I've not found another team for Great League, so we will see. Either way, you'll see this plus either a Master League team or a Great League team. And then tomorrow we'll do, Great League Remix analysis and probably an Ultra League team just for the algorithm and views and stuff. But we're definitely going to focus on Great League Remix next week. Anyways, that is it. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.